Hello, everybody, and I'm here with the oh so amazing Scott Lairson. Now, Scott, if you don't mind, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your career.
Hi, my name is Scott Lairson. I'm a casting director from Los Angeles, and I live in Arizona, so I do casting all over the place. I've worked on television. I've worked over 25 years ish in television on such projects as NYPD Blue, Desperate Housewives, Ghost Whisperer, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Um, Tons of television pilots, which never got picked up, so nobody will see them. Worked on different movies such as Liar Liar, Bruce Almighty, Forces of Nature, all kinds of movies, independent films also. And so I am a casting director. My job is to hire actors, audition actors, and that's what I do. I work a lot with directors, producers. I also teach at Grand Canyon University, acting for the camera, history of television and film, and sometimes screenwriting.
Amazing. Now, first question. Can you tell me and the audience about projects that you are most proud of or that have made your name known in the industry?
I would say probably I'm proud of every project that I work on because every project is different. But I would say the longest project I ever worked on was NYPD Blue, which was a television show that was on for about 12 years. I worked on it for about 10 years, and I was there the first 2 years. I was doing something else. And then I worked on NYPD Blue for about 10 years. And so I would say that's my longest running everyday casting job. There's been a lot of things I have worked on, a lot of different movies that I've worked on, and each movie has its own fun things, exciting things, horrible things. I mean, I don't know. Everything I work on has been exciting and fun, and having my name known in the industry. I'm some people know my name, and probably a bunch don't. So. But I have worked with award-winning. NYPD Blue is an award-winning television show, won multiple Emmys. The casting directors I've worked on and worked with have won Emmy awards and Casting Society Director Awards. So I have been very fortunate with working with award-winning people, which has been an honor.
I imagine so. Following that, are there any projects that you still would like to work on or anything you haven't done so far in your career?
I'd like to do another feature film, work on another feature film, casting feature film. I can't say a specific project. It can be maybe a big budget feature film. It would be fun. Those last, several months of working on it. It would be fun to work on another television show, but probably I wouldn't do that because then I would have to live in Los Angeles because a television show, it's an everyday type of going to work, and I don't want to live in Los Angeles anymore. I'll go back and forth to Los Angeles as I'm needed, but I don't want to live there anymore. So probably I won't do any more television shows.
Understandable. Now, Scott, speaking of projects, are there any wild stories that has happened on any past sets that you can tell us on the record?
One thing that comes to my mind offhand, if you know the actor Ian Ziering, who was on 90210, the original 90210, he was the blonde. His name was Ian Ziering. I don't know what role he played on Beverly Hills 90210. Anyway, he came in for an audition for a movie, and my other coworker was there, and she had I think it was Diet Coke, some drink that was sitting there. Ian Ziering came in and said, "Oh gosh, I'm thirsty," and he grabbed her Coke and took a drink of it. Now this is like, first of all, it was gross because he took a drink of a perfect stranger. He's never met her before. and then you just don't do that. It's just unprofessional. So that was just, I don't know, that came to my mind. It was kind of weird.
Very weird, but the industry is still full of opportunities, right?
I've had like amazing opportunities. I've been to the Emmys, I've been to the Emmy Awards, the actual awards, and all the parties. I've been to Oscar parties and gone down a lot of red carpets, different movie premieres and things, and um, auditioned all kinds of actors who, some of them are now celebrities now. People like um, Octavia Spencer and Viola Davis. Auditioned them before in the past because they did NYPD Blue, so they would come in for auditions. And so I've had the opportunity to meet actors who now are huge celebrities. Uh,
Amazing to work with such actors. Since you have such a career in the industry, what would be your perspective of the evolution of Hollywood from your time to now?
we did, we would receive actual headshots and resumes. Um, and so we would have like tons and tons and tons of mail that would come to the office, and we had to sort through every headshot and resume and put them in the right category of who we were auditioning. But nowadays, it's all submitted by electronic, so you don't get too many headshots, hard copy headshots and resumes. When the actor comes to the audition, sometimes they'll bring it, but most of the time it's submitted electronically, so that's changed over the years. When I first started, we would record sessions with a VHS tape camera, where you put a VHS and the camera on the side. Now, of course, it's digital cameras that we do auditions with. I mean, a lot has changed over the years, the process of it all, and it's even changed just in the last year, year and a half with COVID, and so unfortunately. So not a lot of in-person auditions are happening. They're all happening by Zoom, or the actor sends in their audition, which is kind of tough. I always like in-person auditions where I can meet the actor and be face-to-face and really be in the room. So it's kind of sad, but hopefully that will change.
Now, following that, since things have certainly changed and are different, would you say there is still any good talent in Hollywood?
Yes, I do, because it will find them in the audition process, because the passion of the actor, how the actor is prepared, how the actor brings it in the audition, and wows everybody, and that that we always call it having the it factor. There's only those with the it factor. Those are the ones that become like really well known and famous, and because they just have a presence about them when they walk into the room. There's this presence that you're excited to see what they're going to do, because they have an aura around them that just lets you know that they really have something special that we are waiting to see, and how they audition, and and plus the up and coming actors and the different recent movies that have come out. You just know that those actors that aren't quite well known, but they're going to go somewhere. You just see it in their work.
Speaking of work, now this is our last question, but I have to ask, be honest, Scott, do you see any talent here at GCU?
I see a variety of talent, not just in my acting classes, but how they, because in the acting classes, most of the classes, the acting for the camera classes, most of the students don't want to be actors. They want to be producers or directors or editors or screenwriters. But you can just tell the ones that are passionate about what they want to do, and even though they're not passionate about acting, they still want to be passionate about the class and want to learn, because they know that what they're learning they can take and apply it to when they leave school to try to get jobs. You know, the techniques or the different tools or the knowledge that they have. If they're smart, they'll stay passionate and they'll stay hungry for knowledge. And because, we as instructors here, we have a career in the industry, and otherwise we wouldn't be here. So if we're just as passionate to tell the students of what we've gone through and what they can go through and what they can learn and what they can be, because we want you to be successful. We don't want you to fail. So the more passionate you are, the more hungry you are, I believe the more successful you can be.
Thank you so much, Scott, for your time and for answering our questions. Again, thank you, and let's say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.